Are you making this mistake to your free training or free lead magnet that you're giving away? So avoid these mistakes and you want to find out more? Stay tuned to the end. Hey guys, this is June because I was born in June and welcome to our amazing live today. In this episode, we are going to dive into what are the top 4 mistakes to avoid when you are rolling out your lead magnet. So if let's say you haven't get my free 30-day live video content ideas, so get it at link.junlo.co/free30 to get 30 content ideas whether for written or for your video. Alright, so come back to our topic for today. The first top mistake that I've seen newbies are making with their lead magnet or free training is they give a super crappy training or lead magnet, right? So this is what I've seen. When you're first starting to learn about lead magnet, meaning kind of like giving something for free in exchange for email, some of them, they get too excited about the idea and they decided, you know what, I am going to roll out a lead magnet, like a free ebook in a day, right? And then what they do is that they will just do some simply checklists or some really simple photos, and they decided, you know what, just add some cover in the front and I'll become as a lead magnet. Okay, so why this strategy will not work if you're giving a crappy lead magnet is that, let's imagine that you are dating someone and someone doesn't make a very good first impression on the very first date, right? Means that maybe they should be on time, they are never be on time, or maybe they don't really respect the date, that they simply dress up, like they don't really wear formally, wear properly, and then they are late, and it is kind of like a crappy date, right? So my next question is that, if let's say you just get to know someone and you went on a crappy date with this person, will you go on to the next date? Let me know in the comment down below. You're most likely not going to have the second date, right? So that's the same thing that is happening to your free training or your free lead magnet. So let's say you want to roll a lead magnet, make sure it's just like, you know, have someone to give you some comments before you roll it out. Like it can be your friends, it can be your family members, or it can be your audience who you can always ask them what kind of lead magnet they need, and then you produce that for them, like what kind of checklist, right? So it doesn't have to be a very complicated checklist or template, but it must be of value, that your audience think that the contents inside are valuable. Make sense? So giving a lead magnet is just like a first date with your audience. So never ever screw that up and simply give them some really crappy stuff, okay? So that's the point number 1. So point number 2 is that, the mistake number 2. Some of the newbies, they will be like, okay, I'm a coach, I'm a consultant. If I give a really good lead magnet, what if they don't get my stuff, my paid stuff? What if they don't get my paid consultation? They don't get my paid course, etc., etc. So that's why they decided to, you know what, just roll out something that is very simple, you know, in the hope and in the pray that they will love you. So the second mistake, a lot of us, we are afraid of giving the best stuff on earth. So imagine that you always want to find a balance between giving too great stuff or like giving no value versus too much of value. You need to find a balance, and always, if you were being given 2 options, always go for giving as much as information as valuable as possible. But if let's say you want to counter the risk of losing them to get your paid stuff, your paid stuff should never be a written format. Like let's say, just imagine, let's say your lead magnet is something like a checklist or template, okay? That is just, you know, once you downloaded my free lead magnet, you can DIY yourself, do it yourself. Then your paid stuff should be something that is maybe done for you. Like for example, let's say it's a for my site, we have this 30-day live video ideas. We have been improving this lead magnet for so many times. In the end, we have come to the 8th edition. Like it is the 8th edition, right? So what happens is that I won't be afraid to give this super awesome lead magnet away, is because our paid program, it's called 7-Day Amazing Video Challenge. It is something like, although I can give you the 30-day or even 60 days live video content, but you can't really do it yourself. That's why we created this 7-day amazing video challenge, where I'm putting the link down below at www.amazingchallenge.us, where whoever they want to have more access to me, and not only access to me, but also accountability from me as well, and they want to be able to do this video together with a lot of really amazing challenges. That's where they will get my paid challenge. Make sense? So that's why you always want to essence the value and differentiate the value of your lead magnet as well as your paid offer. So never be afraid to give too much of stuff away. So that's the point number 2. So for those, if let's say you've been wanting to do video just like me, do live anytime and anywhere just like me and my other amazing students, you can go on to check out our www.amazingchallenge.us, where we are going to do 7 videos in a week together. No preparation that is needed, right? So the mistake number 3, this is the mistake that I make this mistake myself as well. So this mistake is, I kind of like write, I think about 15 pages of ebook. I cram them in wordings in 15 pages, and that is so dull. The ebook looks like, you know, something that I don't even want to read myself, because there are too many words inside. There are no graphics inside, there are no videos inside, and it is hard to read, it's hard to chunk down. So why is it a bad idea? So let's think about it. Your lead magnet, your checklist and ebook is not meant to be a physical book, okay? So why people download ebook templates or your checklist, or why they want to download your lead magnet, it's because they want to have a shortcut to a goal, a certain goal. Like for example, my audience, they want to have some shortcut. They wanted to know like what kind of ideas they want to do for their video. That's why they will get our lead magnet at free 30-day live video ideas at link.junlo.co/free30, right? But let's say I make it so crampy, it's so hard to read. I don't actually give them a shortcut. I just give them a resistance to read to actually execute on the checklist. Does that make sense? So that's why don't cram too much of wording inside, but you want to have a mixture between images, and then you want to format an ebook in a way that is super easy to read, something that can read, you know, finish in 7 to 10 minutes. So that's why we had the edition until edition number 8 for our free 30-day live video ideas, is that the first and second and the third edition was like, I just want to roll out, I just launch imperfectly. That's why we cram out a lot of words in a single page. And then after that, there was a day that I actually discussed with my team. I was like, hey guys, like, what do you guys think about this lead magnet? I personally feel like we can improve so much more, because it's really hard to read this lead magnet. That's where we have improved all along until to the 8th edition. Right? So the 4th thing is that, okay, this is something I don't usually see a lot of people doing, but this mistake is there isn't any video inside the lead magnet. All right, let's think about that. So let's assume that someone download your ebook, your lead magnet, your checklist, okay? And these 5 pages, okay, they read it. And then at the end, maybe you are really doing an awesome job. They love it. And there's so much of opportunities they are missing when you do not include a video, all right, inside the lead magnet itself that will accent the relationship of you with your audience. So that's why, if let's say you want to see how we are doing the free 30-day live video ideas, right, this is the best example ever, because in our lead magnet we will also include videos of this. It's actually a video training continue, rather than let your audience to read everything in written format, but we also let them to consume the contents in YouTube as well, in audio format or in video format, so that if let's say they have no time to consume it in written format, they can also watch us on YouTube to further explain, to further grasp the idea that we are teaching them in the lead magnet. And you know what? From one video, if you are doing a very good job and you give tons of values away, they are going to listen with you and watch the next video and watch the next videos, and they will love you more. So of course, you're not going to close sales on the first day that someone download your lead magnet. If let's say you do, congrats. But if let's say you aren't, I don't want you guys to feel like, oh my God, and I'm not doing a great job in lead magnet. Remember, you are just dating your audience with the lead magnet, and you need to give it some time to, continue dating, right? So that is the reason why that you should include videos in your lead magnet. And if let's say you're not sure how we are doing it, feel free to get our lead magnet, and then you'll know how we are doing that, okay? So I hope that you guys loving this episode so far, and tell me what is the best learning tips that you have learned from this video today in today's episode. I would love to know your comments in the section down below, okay? And then meanwhile, if let's say you haven't joined our Facebook group, remember to join at www.amazingstory.co, where we always share about our tips and tricks, and also you'll gain the first access to our free masterclass or training that we are rolling out to upskilling your business or in your life, alright? So if let's say you haven't joined our amazing challenge, remember to join at www.amazingchallenge.us, and I will see you in the next episode then. Take care. Bye.